So I spent 3 months not buying a single thing for myself. Used up my products like a responsible adult, shopped my stash, stayed in my lane, and then March happened. We need to talk about March. For the month of March, I used up a couple of perfume samples. First, we have the by Rosie Jane Missy. This little sample retails for $8, which I got it free with a purchase from somewhere. Did I like it? I don't even remember, so obviously it was not that memorable. The next one is this little sample of Clean Reserve Radiant Nectar. This as well was $8 that I got free with a purchase, and I don't remember that one either, so that tells you something. The Christoph Robin Cleansing Mask with Lemon. This retails for $49, and I received this in a subscription box, if I remember correctly. This is a very nice cleansing mask. It has a very nice smell. It's kind of gritty, so I really like that. When you put it in your scalp, you can kind of feel the grittiness of it, and that it's actually cleaning out all of the gunk. You know how you get that buildup in your hair? I really, really did like this product a lot. Do I think it's worth $49? I probably would not purchase this for $49, but I would buy it if it were on sale. City Beauty. This is the City Lips Line Therapy. This is the second tube of this that I have been through, and I have another one that I have just opened. I really, really like this product. I can tell a difference. I am a prior smoker, so I did have lines, which you get lines around your lips anyway as you age, but I had the smoker lines, and I do believe that this product has softened those lines. This retails for $46, and I would definitely purchase this for $46. This was gifted to me by City Beauty, but I would buy it on my own, no doubt. The Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner. I love, love, love Glow Recipe. I know you know that. I've said it many, many times before. This retails for $35, and I would definitely buy it for $35, but a lot of times you can get it on sale on the Sephora website, I believe, but it is a wonderful product. And on the Glow Recipe site, there is a link to, I believe it's packed. I will have the link down below where you can recycle all of your makeup empties so that they don't end up in our landfills, and I love that. I finished this Tarte Drink of H2O. I really enjoy this moisturizer. It smells very light and fresh. I really enjoy this because it is almost like a gel. It's very, very light, and I can't put anything really heavy on my skin because it causes me to have melia. So this is really, really nice for my skin. I absolutely love it. This retails for $39. I would buy this on sale. I don't know that I would spend $39 for it because there are other very light moisturizers that I can get, especially like your K-Beauty products that are a little bit more reasonable than this, but this is a really good product. The Ordinary. This is the GF 15% solution. This retails for $15.50, and I love this product. I love it so much that I have a backup that I've opened and I am using, and I have a backup that I just ordered that is on the way because The Ordinary is having a sale. I don't know if they still are having that sale, But I will have all the links to these below because this product right here is amazing. I can tell a huge difference in my skin just from using this product alone. The Urban Decay All Nighter, this is just a little sample. This retails for $9. Urban Decay All Nighter has always been a good product. I'm not sure if this is the reformulated. Didn't they just reformulate this product? But it still worked really well and I did enjoy it. I believe I have a full size of the Urban Decay All Nighter. I would buy this on sale because it is definitely worth it. I don't know that I would buy a full size of that at the retail price. So for the month of March, my empties come to $209.50, which means that I am on par to hit my goal for 2026, which is roughly around $3,000. I really want to get towards $4,000. I don't know if I'm going to make it to that, but I'm going to keep on trying. Now let's get into my purchases. Okay, so moving on to my purchases. I'm so excited because all but one of these literally came in today. I ordered them all in March, so they went against my March totals. But I was like, when are they going to get here so that I can do this video? Let's start with the one I am most excited about, and that is this beautiful Davina Cosmetics Perfect Storm palette. Let me tell you a little bit of a story. When I was a little girl, my mother would take me out on the porch during every thunderstorm, every single thunderstorm. We sat on the porch and watched them roll in. We stayed out there during the entire storm. It did not matter how bad it was. We were out there in it. So I never grew up being afraid of a storm. The more powerful that storm is, the more I love it. Love it. So when Davina came out with the Perfect Storm palette, you know I had to have it. Plus it has purples in it. As a matter of fact, my perfect vacation, my dream vacation, is to go on a storm chasing tour. One day, y'all. One day. They're expensive, but one day. Anyway, this palette retails for $115. I paid $66.25 for it because I had a code and then I used some points on my credit card, which is typically what I do. But look at how beautiful this palette is. It is absolutely gorgeous. I am super excited. I have not put my fingers in it yet. I will. I will be doing a dedicated video on this palette. We will do swatches and all the things. It is gorgeous. And then I was on the ColourPop website when I did the video using the Smoke and Roses palette, and I wanted to see if that palette was still available. So I went on the ColourPop website and I walked away with it. This is a Shadow of Secrets, and when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, that is a Leanna palette. It is so pretty, and I love the packaging. It's raised. Very nice packaging. This palette retails for $23, and I got it for $20.70. The next palette is from a brand that I have never bought anything from before. This is the Diveroon Silver and Cold palette. And I love this packaging. It feels like leather. It's got that leathery texture to it. It's very, very nice. And the color story, y'all. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at those greens and blues, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to use this. And I love the leaves. Did you see the leaves? They're like embossed. There you go. You can see the leaves. This is another palette that I will be doing a dedicated video on so that we can swatch and do all of the things. This palette retails for $66 and I got it for $59.40. The next palette is another brand that I have not purchased a palette from before, but it has been on my wish list to do so. This is Adapt Cosmetics, and this is the Sapphire Celine palette. And oh my goodness, look at that color story. Have you ever? I cannot wait to dig into this palette. Oh my goodness. This shade here in the center, that one right there. Oh, I want to swatch it so bad. Let's do it. Do you want to? Let's swatch one of them. Oh, I didn't stick my finger in it too hard. And I mean, I know that it's more intense than that, but I very lightly stuck my finger in that. Oh, I'm so excited. That palette retails for $79 and I got it for $71.10. The next palette is the Inslee Rain Nevermore palette. I love this packaging as well. I had to get this for the color story, but I also had to get it for the sentimental value. Look at how pretty that is. I love a deep, dark, moody palette. So my mom loved Edgar Allan Poe, and she could recite Nevermore from beginning to end, which was amazing. Like, you know, they made them back those days in school remember poems. They had to recite poems and, you know, commit them to memory. And her whole life she could say that poem verbatim. It was crazy. Those are all of the eyeshadow palettes. In my ColourPop order, I did order one of the new blush sticks. This is in the shade High Demand. And it is such a pretty shade. Very creamy. From Adapt, I got this little magnetic case that has a cream blush in it, and the shade name is Mauve. And that is such a pretty cool tone blush. Oh, it's very creamy. That is very pretty. Ooh, yes. I am really excited about that shade. That is the perfect Leanna shade right there. They also sent me a free brush with my order. Very nice. It has a good weight to it. Very nicely made brush. I love the marbling on the handle. Very nice. I'm excited about that. Those are the first makeup purchases that I have bought for myself this year. And so I want to say something about that because the total of this comes to right around $320. And I know some of you are probably thinking, wait, didn't she just do a Shop My Stash video where she said, you know, before you pull the trigger on that cart, maybe you should look in your makeup drawers? And yes, I said that. But here's what I know to be true. I work very hard for my money. All my bills are paid. I have no debt. And I am 100% allowed to want beautiful things. We don't have to earn the right to enjoy our lives. The intentional living and the joyful splurge are not opposites. They can exist in the same woman in the same month. And if you've been putting something back on the shelf because you've been telling yourself you don't deserve it, this is me telling you, yes, you do. So March was a pretty good month. I used up some things. I made some space. I made some purchases. Those purchases are genuinely things that I am super excited to use. In the past, I would buy things and not use them because I would intend to do this and intend to do that. But I am on a whole different path now in 2026. So I will be using these things as soon as possible. These are all amazing indie brands that I am super excited to use, and that feels very intentional to me. And if you want to shop your stash with me before you add anything to your cart, that video is right here. I'll see you next week. Okay. Love you. Bye.